Hello guys and welcome to Greg's Channel 1. I am Greg and this is Channel 1. Now today I'm doing a video where I will be explaining something that I will be doing over the next how long it takes, which will be called an anime off. Now this will be where I will be reviewing animes by series, by season, by mid-season as well, and I will be watching them episode by episode alongside another anime. And I will be doing it head to head and seeing which one over, because what I like to do is I like to give animes a 3-episode test. So I watch the first episode, I watch the second episode, I watch the third, before I make a decision on whether I like the show or whether I don't. Now, what I'm going to initially do for my anime off is I'm going to watch the first 3 episodes of each of these shows in these 4 head-to-heads. I will give you my honest opinion on which of the 2 that I think is better after their first 3 episodes. I will then continue until they change until the end of the first season. Now, if it's a show that only has the 1 season, I will see how good it is at the end of 1 season. For animes that are on to like 2, 3, 9, 12, 28 seasons, or however many it takes, I will do them by season by season by season. I've tried to keep them as close on episode length as possible. So, without further ado, let's see what I am throwing against each other in a head-to-head. So, we are going to start off with this combo, which is You and Me versus Your Lie in April. Now, Your Lie in April is this one. You and Me is this one. Now, from what I've read of the basic synopsis of these shows, is You and Me is about a group of young lads who have been friends since, over here it's called primary school, so they've been, or preschool, they've been friends since preschool, primary school, and are still friends in high school. And it's about how their friendship have stayed together over all this time. Now, this I think is going to be very, very interesting because it's a slice of life that sounds really, really interesting and like it could be great. I've been told it's very, very light comedy, it's quite fun, and so it's going to be a feel-good anime. Now, its competitor in this situation is going to be Your Lie in April. Now, Your Lie in April, from what I have read on the basic synopsis, is about a young boy who has lost his mojo. You know, he used to play piano a lot, he doesn't anymore, meets a girl, the girl gives him inspiration to play piano again, and that's the basic synopsis for the story. So that makes me go, okay, let's see whether, because I've heard that it's quite a gut-wrencher, it's quite a, heart-tugging show. Yeah, then it's a real heart-tugging show, and that it will catch you off your guard if you're not paying attention, which I like the sound of. So that is my first head-to-head. So I will be watching the first 3 episodes of You and Me, and the first 3 episodes of Your Lie in April. Thank you very much, Crunchyroll. I will be watching them, then making my opinion on which I think is better after their first 3 episodes. And if I can't decide, then I will let you guys know that I can't decide. They're both really, really good in their first 3 episodes. They're both, and this will be things that, for me, that matter to me when I'm watching an anime. I'll be judging them on characters, whether the characters are worth paying attention to. The basic story. If the story is fun, if the story is interesting, if the story has me gripped, that's a win. Anime opening. If the opening's good, it's going to set me up and it's going to make me want to watch the show. Those are my big 3, and obviously, if I see anything that pulls out at me and makes me go, oh, I really like that, over this, because this show doesn't do this, or this, or whatever, that's what I'm going to be going for. Okay, the second head-to-head is this. Now, I realise you can't quite see the picture for this, so this is Berserk. It's a picture of the main character holding a giant sword. Let's see if we can... damn. Black and white, damn it. Versus Cowboy Bebop. Now, I know Cowboy Bebop has more episodes, from what I gather. However, it's going to be the execution that's going to be the big thing for me. I'm going to give them the first 3 episodes, because obviously Berserk's going to have to do a lot more in their first 3 episodes to try and, make up for the fact that it's a shorter series. And it's mainly because they both have 1 season. It's something that sounded like it would work, and I thought that they could probably go against each other, because I didn't want to pick something that I've already seen all the way through to go against it. Go against Cowboy Bebop, because I thought that would be a little unfair. As you know, I've done a couple of Cowboy Bebop episode reviews, but I wasn't really paying much attention, which I really should have been. So, we'll see what we can do. We'll see whether we can get, we'll see out of my 3 big things, which anime out of those 2 pulls out the best. So, should have picked a different picture. Now, those of you who are following Crunchyroll and know about the animes that have come out this season, during the autumn, will know of these 2 shows. Which is Days and All Out. Now, All Out, as you can tell by the picture, it's all about rugby. Good old Britain. It's a British sport. It's a true awesome sport. The Japanese have recently got good at it, so that's quite fun. And football, or as they call it, soccer. Now, these 2 shows, I get the feeling, are going to be, at the moment, obviously, All Out has had as many episodes out as Days, but obviously, I get the feeling that by the time I get to the end of the first season of both, I'm going to be there going, yeah, I know exactly which one I prefer, and I know whether I'm going to watch both of them. Because hell, I might prefer one to the other, but if I still enjoy it, I will stay with it. Simple as that, really. So, yeah, that's going to be very interesting, because they're both about players who have not played the sport before. Their main characters haven't played the sport before. However, the main character of All Out, Shion, I believe his name is, he wants to get involved. He's got a bit of raw edginess and he's got a real determination to be a good player. Whereas you've got in Days the main character, which is I'm going to call him by his surname, Tsukamoto, is all about the fact that he's got no talent, no real ability at all. But because he's managed to make a friend, he wants to play football with his friends. So it's about him building as a player. And that makes me think that this is going to be an interesting head-to-head. Because I'm either going to really love both, or there's going to be one that I'm not going to like. But we'll see what happens. Which heads to our final head-to-head. Wow! Which is... drum roll. Kuruko's basketball versus Haikyuu. Now, lots of people have gone and done that kind of head-to-head, and a lot of people tend to side with Kuruko, which confuses me a little, because from looking at the cover, Kuruko just seems a little overdone. Everyone's overlapping each other. There's no real. And from the basic synopsis, it's about a kid who's super amazing at basketball, which makes me go, okay, let's see what happens. I could get gripped. And Haikyuu is something that I've been Chibi reviews. He was someone who actually recommended that people should watch it, so I'm going to watch it. I'm going to see what I think. I'm going to be as unbiased as I can, because obviously I've heard his reviews, I've heard him talk about it, and so I know kind of what happens, I kind of know the bits and bobs. But if Kuruko's first 3 episodes are a lot better than the first 3 episodes of Season 1 of Haikyuu, I'm not going to lie about it. The basic synopsis for Haikyuu is a young boy called Shoyo Hinata wants to play volleyball after seeing a man a young lad, his height, being amazing at volleyball. So yeah, that's kind of the basics of those head-to-heads. So I will be watching them against each other. I'll be drawing my own parallels, trying to come up with what I like, what I don't like, so on and so forth. And let's just see where it goes. So hopefully you guys will be interested in seeing my anime off. Oh, that's a really, really bad attempt at making like a mini stinger sound, but okay. So we'll end up just, going on and doing the best I can with it. Hopefully I will find some animes that I really like out of these 8. Hell, if I find one that's going to hook me and keep me going for the entire run, awesome. Let's see what happens. Anyway, guys, if you enjoyed my announcement of the anime of give me a like. Put a subscribe in the comments. So, subscribe in the comments? You can click subscribe, which is there, or there. You can leave your opinions in the comment section below. Oh my days, it's one of those days today. Anyway, thank you very much, guys. It's great getting to let you guys know what's happening with me and what I'm going to be trying to do over the next however long it takes me. Because if I lose interest in one of the shows, then obviously that's going to drop off, and we'll know who wins the anime off. If both shows keep me going, then I'm going to keep going for as long as I can. Anyway, thank you very much. Nothing else to say, but cheers. See you later, guys. Bye.